Welcome back to Talk 60 KTRC, the Humanity Behind the Vanity. I'm Dr. Daniel Ronel. We have a very special show now. We're talking about the farmers market and eating healthy foods, and we're in the middle of a discussion with Georgia Mariol, who founded Tomasitas, and she's just telling us about how her family eats.
So my son now, he was in California working for a nonprofit for about 12 years, and he and my daughter-in-law Sally decided they'd come back to Santa Fe and live a different lifestyle from Oakland, California. So he immediately was employed by the Farmers Market Institute as their director, and he was with them for 2 years until they finally moved into the new building, and I became involved about that time because I wanted to be part of it, because I thought it was very important for this community. It's important that we support local farmers.
Yes.
The food only travels 40 miles to get here. They pick it the night before, sell it the next morning, it's fresh, and it's just wonderful.
Excellent.
And so anyway, the building is a LEED certified building, which means it has a low environmental impact.
Right.
And I'm very proud to say, and we've made history here, because it's the first LEED certified building, farmers market building in the country.
Wow.
And
that's
also
major.
the Santa Fe Farmers Market is also one of the top 10 farmers markets in the country.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
It's an outstanding farmers market, but
One
I
of the
didn't know
oldest
that.
ones too.
Wow.
But here is something very interesting, and I find this so great. On a very busy Saturday in the summer, that's when the produce is really fresh and coming in from Santa Fe County, Rio Riva County, from all these small farmers. We'll get as many as 8,000 people at the farmers
Whoa.
market.
That's fantastic.
So, you know, this tells us that people are becoming aware of eating
Yes.
healthier, they're becoming aware of supporting the local farmers.
What I think is fascinating is that you're trying to do this in your restaurants.
Okay, so we are, see, when my son decided to leave and open his own restaurant, he decided he was buying as much produce as possible.
This is a Trisco's
In
in
a Trisco
Mall.
Cafe and Bar,
Yes.
as much produce as possible from the local growers. And also, this is very interesting, he's buying from local ranchers. The beef is all grass-fed beef,
Nice.
very healthy food, and you know, believe it or not, if you want a healthy hamburger, just go to the Trisco. Even the bun is healthy. It's a healthy hamburger, and so we're headed in this direction, and I think Tomasitas is also headed in this direction.
That's wonderful.
We really, now, something that Rita had brought up is about the children being obese. Well, Miguel Gallegos, who is the operations manager for the farmers market, has become involved with children, and this is very interesting. I just love this. He's been working with the schools, and they're starting to make salad bars available in the schools.
Oh, wow.
Finally.
That's
in the
major.
schools, and he is, as a matter of fact, on Tuesdays, what he wants to do, he wants to have a free-for-all on Tuesday for kids. And the farmers love it when children go and start asking questions. They love to talk to them. They'll give them a free apple or a peach or whatever.
Yeah, they're very friendly to kids.
And
That's
it's
true.
very, very kid-friendly, because children have a big influence on their parents.
Absolutely.
You know, what they learn in school and
On television.
what they're learning, they'll go home and tell their parents, why don't we have better food, Mom? It's healthier for us.
This hamburger doesn't taste good. Where's the healthy meat?
Yes.
Right.
So I'm really impressed with Miguel and what he's doing over there and what he wants to do. He has his own 2 little children, and he's very concerned also. And so, but anyway, so that was my big contribution, was being on the campaign committee to raise the fund. And I want you to know that more than half of what the building costs came from private donations and not taxpayer money.
That's
So it's really a community effort.
Yeah.
And so I'm really happy that my doctor is, Dr. Rita Dodge. She is a big supporter of healthy eating, and I think she could be a really great influence.
Put in your Christmas card.
You might want to say more about the children.
Yeah, but it's funny. I mean, the Dodges are so into this food world. Their Christmas card had either a sticker on the back of it or a saying quoting about healthy eating. I was like, wow, that is something. That's their lifestyle.
Well,
amazing.
you know, and it's like she mentioned things like using grass-fed beef.
Right.
And people might hear that and go, what?
Right.
Why does it matter? What is that? And what people often don't know is that the bulk of the beef in this country is grown on feedlots called CAFO, C-A-F-O, and it's like 20,000 head of cattle all sitting at troughs eating corn, which they're not designed to. They're designed to eat grass.
Right.
And standing in their feces and being pumped full of antibiotics to kill all the bugs that they're growing because it's such a bad environment. And being pumped full of hormones and things that beef them up.
Yeah.
And it really makes a difference if you just put them out on grass, let them eat what they were designed to eat in the sunshine, walking around.
Right.
And what it does is it changes the substance of the beef. You get beef that has less saturated fat, which is bad fat.
Yes.
It has less cholesterol,
Yes.
and it has more omega-3 fatty acids, which some people might have heard is kind of a beneficial amino acid that really helps prevent heart disease and cancer. So,
Yes.
I mean, these words do really mean something in terms of what it does to your body. And as a
Absolutely.
physician, and a mom,
Right.
I'm trying to help people understand that, and that the reason that feedlots exist is just for cost, to make it cheap and to make it really beneficial to the person who's owning the animals to make more money. So.
Yeah, and we're not saying anything really in a downtrodden way about mass farmers. They have been pushed to this limit as well to make their money. I mean, everybody's going for more money. That's just a human trait. And so I think that not in their defense, I don't eat commercialized meat. That's just my personal choice.
Be careful, Oprah was sued for saying
Exactly,
that.
I know, that's the first thing I thought of. I mean, but commercialized farmers, I understand why you're going to the limits you're going to make money. It's expensive, you want to make money, you're being pushed to this by the demands of the consumer.
The consumers,
Right.
it's us, it's the country that's
Right.
demanding.
I'd like
this
to
sort of
interject,
thing.
speaking
Yes.
of money, I'd like to interject
Yes,
something.
yes,
When you go to the farmer's market and you spend $1, that dollar stays in our community.
exactly.
If you go to a corporate place to buy food, 20% of it stays in our community, and the other 80% goes somewhere else. So I think it's very important for people to know this.
Yes.
And also, one of the nice things about the farmer's market is that what we're doing is they're keeping a family tradition going. A lot of these farmers will have as small as a 5-acre farm. They don't really make a whole lot,
No.
but now that they have the security of the farmer's market, they know they have a place to go, and you'll have 110 vendors there on a busy Saturday.
That's
So
excellent.
it's a great,
That's excellent.
great.
And it feels good. I mean, some people have said, oh, the farmer's market's too expensive. But the point is, the money is going right back into our community. The money is going to local families that have passed down their farms from generation to generation. The money is well worth it.
And I've done some price comparisons, by the way, and it's not as expensive as
Good.
you might
And
Good.
I agree. I agree. It's just
Well,
people say that all the time. That's expensive. It's not really.
And either pay it now with good healthy food
Right.
or later in your health care
Okay.
costs.
Exactly. All right, good.
Okay, we have to wrap things
Okay,
up.
okay.
Thank you very much, Dr.
That
Rita
was
Dodge
full.
and Georgia Mariel. That was fantastic. I want to thank our generous sponsors, Seneva Medical, makers of Artifil, and iFlow, the makers of the pain pump. Remember, this is the Vanity for Charity Month, so come in for a discount on your Botox and fillers, and all
20%
the,
discount.
and the profits goes to a small nonprofit school in Santa Fe. We're going to extend it into April for
Because of
another week.
spring break,
Right, because
right.
of spring break.
Right.
So thanks very much. Stay tuned. We'll be back next week.